All right. Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to Capone News. It's your boy Art. We have a very special guest. Scarlip is here. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
You good?
I'm feeling good.
Now I'm asking you that sincerely because I know, like in one of your songs, and I'm gonna read the lyrics to you. You said, "If I ever told you that I'm doing good, just know I lied." So how are you? You good?
I'm good right now. I'm in better spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah. That song you probably talking about was some years ago.
Yeah. Okay, so
But I
right
feel
now
good.
we good.
I
Life
feel
is
good right now.
As you should be. Life is good.
Life is
So
great.
what was your day consist of today? Like you just
Oh my gosh, can I tell you what my day consists of?
please.
I had a record label meeting today. Sony.
Sony, I saw that.
Sony.
Congratulations.
And yes, and this is the second thing on the agenda today.
Mm-hmm. This is just
So far it's just hectic. It's fun, but it's hectic.
You know what's crazy? Like I wonder, like, of course we don't get to live the life that rappers live, but I do wonder as an outside looking in, like, is it a lot of work, the shit that you do, or is it actually fun, or does it seem like work?
It's fun, but it's work.
Yeah.
But it's the funnest work you ever do. Like, you know how you do homework?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't want to do that?
Yeah.
This shit is work, but that shit is fun.
Yeah.
But it could be stressful at times too. But it's the funnest stress to ever go through, right?
Do you have those days where, or are you starting to have those days where it's like, it's overwhelming and do you pull back? Do you have the choice to pull back, or do you force and
Bro, it's days I just want to lay in the bed and just say fuck today, but I can't.
Yeah, why you think so? Why you think that? Why do you think you can't?
I can't because my life depends on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my career. I take this very serious.
Yeah.
So even when I don't want to do it, I don't care what I don't want to do. Like, sometimes you don't want to wake up to take your kid to school, or you don't want to wake up and take care of your whatever, but you got to, or them bills ain't gonna get paid. Feel me? So
I don't think life stops though, right? I mean, obviously the world around you keeps moving, but I feel like your life particularly, I don't think it stops. So what I'm trying to say is you can pull back. I think in our head, we make up these scenarios where it's like, yo, if I stop, you know, somebody's gonna take my spot, or I'm gonna lose this opportunity. But I don't think that happens. You know, I feel like shit is ordained for you if
you know
that's
what
it
is written. And you know what? I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because there was times like a couple months ago, I would not make videos. I would not rap for months. And I'd come back and still hit it how I hit it.
Yeah.
So you're right about that. But now it's at a point where I ain't stopping.
Yeah, it's all gas.
I gotta go. No breaks on that bitch.
Nah,
Excuse my language.
Nah, go ahead. Hey, go ahead. You can swear all you want. Go ahead. But that's one of the questions I actually had written down. So I'm glad you actually brought it up because I saw you were at Sony Music. So I was like,
that was an hour ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it takes an hour to get here.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
that's crazy. How, like, did that feel real, like, in that moment? Or has everything that you've been experiencing feel real at this point?
Yo, it feels real after the fact. Like, when you in it, it's just like a dream. When you in it, you just trying to process everything. It's like you're there, but you're not even there. Like, when I'm at these record labels, it's like, am I here?
Yeah.
But I don't even have time to recoup that because I got to handle this, handle that. But when I leave, I'd be like, yo, I was dead just at a record label today. You feel me?
What are you looking for? What's your goal right now as far as with a label? Like, I mean, you don't have to share it to the T, but like,
I'm looking for a good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Because there's things that I could do, but only, like, I feel like there's no limits on what I could do. But I feel as though if I have a record label, it could enhance it. You feel me? It could open a lot of doors for me and stuff. So, like, I'm looking for the best deal.
Yeah.
The best deal that's going to be good for me and my team. And, you know.
No, I mean, that's a good way to say it. I had many conversations with people about, you know, whether labels are still like the metric for successful rappers anymore, because I feel like with the evolution of the media, especially something like TikTok, right? Where, you know, the odds are just in your favor. Like, TikTok just gives you this broad range of whoever to consume whatever content you put out there. But I am 100% with the labels, because I feel like the labels have, and I'm sure you know this, they have everything that
you
just
need.
don't. So yeah, exactly. Like literally everything. Like they could get you on the Spotify front page. Like whereas that's a lot of struggle if you're doing that independently. But no, that's good though. I'm glad you're having a good day. I also saw you're doing a single release party.
Yes.
When
you should come.
when is that?
Saturday.
I don't I can't make a promise
party with
because I can't make promise because I've told myself that I'm not doing any like hosting events, going to parties or whatever. I told myself I'm not doing any of that. So it's been 2 years of me not doing that.
But it's not like a regular party.
Oh, okay.
It's a single release party.
Yeah. No, I get what it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, it's going to be lit, but it's like really for my music. Like, but if you're not there, I know you're going to be there in spirit.
No, I'm going to be there in spirit. For me, it's like, I don't like those things.
You don't like those? I
don't like people. That's my problem. I don't like
Are you
people.
like antisocial?
I think I am, but no, I think I am. No, that's a really good question because people like will watch the interviews and they're like, when they DM me to come do things and I tell them no, and they're like, what? Like, you seem so animated in your interviews, but
you're in your comfort zone though.
This is where I love to be. Yeah.
So this is your home.
Boom. And I don't like being like in front of a lot of people. That's your home. But what's the single? What's the single that you're releasing?
This is New York.
This is the freestyle. Well, I thought that was a freestyle. That's an actual song.
No, that's a snippet, just a little piece of something. You see what that did? Just wait.
Nah, that's hard. If that's an actual song, that's hard. Cause I thought that was just like a little tease you were putting out for people to just enjoy it. Like,
yeah, no, that was just a little taste to let them know what's coming.
Yeah.
A tsunami is coming to New York.
Yo, I like your energy. I like the confidence that you display, but I think a lot of rappers have that though. Like, to be in this sport, you kind of have to have a level of bravado to you, like that not a lot of people have. Is that something you developed over time, or is that always you?
Yo, I've always been a confident person, right? But being in this type of industry, bro, like, you're going to have confidence in yourself. You're going to have to believe you that bitch. You're going to have to believe everything you do is the shit. Because if you trying to sell this to the people, and if you don't believe that shit, what's making you think that people is going to believe it for you? Nobody going to, if you don't believe it, nobody else is.
Yeah.
So it starts with you believing and manifesting it.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Did you have that in the beginning? Did you have those moments where you felt like, damn, nobody's really paying attention? I'm sure you did, right?
When I first started, I was getting like 50 views in a month. It was bad. Feel me? But like, no, when I first started, it went viral. But after that, like, I had to keep up with it, but it wasn't getting enough views and shit. But yeah, like, you get discouraged and stuff. But just like you said in the beginning, it's written. So for certain people, it's just going to happen for them because it's written for them. Like, you feel me? Like, shit slows down, right? But if you got drive and determination, and if it's written for you, that shit gonna always come back. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, that's why I don't trip when shit, cause I know it's me.
You know it's yeah.
You feel me?
When did you know? Okay, that's a good point. When did you know exactly? Like, yo, this is for me.
God told me.
How so?
He confirms things.
How? Like, explain. Break it. Give me details. Like, describe the moment where you felt like God spoke to you and was like, this dream, this goal.
God speaks to me in my dreams.
Really?
Yeah. And he told me what I was.
How do you speak to God? Let's have this conversation. How do you speak to God? Let's have, because by the way, you're I love how you're no. This is, but like this is good. I think, don't apologize for that, because I think people don't understand, this world that you're in is entertainment. So all of this that you're doing is just, it's for people watching that, like, that's exciting for them, Like, you don't want to just sit in the interview and
be like,
so don't apologize for that. That's entertaining for me watching at home. But what I was gonna say is Uncle Murder got this song, where it's like, he's like, God, I fuck with you. And I always say you gotta speak to God how you come, So if you talk to God like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Like, that's how you come. And I feel like God accepts you how you come. So that's why I wonder, like, how do you speak to God?
I speak to God in my prayers and my thoughts, sometimes through my poems. And I speak to God every day, even if it's not me on my knees. You feel me? I be in my thoughts like, God, what in the world is going on here? Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just many ways you can speak to God. To God, you feel me? Yeah, I speak to God through it, but God speaks to me through people and through my dreams.
Yeah. Later on, I want to get more into that to God conversation, but first let's take it slow. I want to. So, from the Bronx, move to Brooklyn, right? Mm-hmm. Like who were your family that live in Brooklyn? How long were you in Brooklyn?
Yo, like that's what everybody be asking, right? So like I got family from all over, right? Mm-hmm. I was born in the Bronx. You know, I lived there for a few years, and then I was raised in Brooklyn. You feel me? And I was in Coney Island. You ever heard of Coney Island? Mm-hmm. I was raised in there, and then I moved to PA.
Okay. What's PA? You got to break it down. I'm not from New York, so I don't.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I was in the system for like a couple years. I was in the system. Mm-hmm. Feel me? In foster care. But when I was in New York, it was the Bronx and in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. I was born in the Bronx, raised in Brooklyn.
Actually, you got a dope record called Foster Care. We'll get to that later, but yeah, but yeah, you were. We'll get to that also, but I heard you were a knucklehead too. That's what you said. Like I was watching one of your No Jumper interviews, and you said you got in a lot of fights growing up. Like,
hell yeah,
were you just an angry child? Like,
you know what? I admit, like, I wasn't innocent when I got into those fights. I started a lot of the fights. I did start a lot of the fights, you feel me? I was knocking bitches out.
what was motivating that rage? Like, were you just
I feel
mad at the world?
You know what? I was mad at the world. I was an angry little girl. I was an angry little girl, and I didn't know how to. I was young. I didn't know how to handle my anger. Yeah. I'm just another girl, another adolescent who felt like she was abandoned and was just taking it out on other people. But it was also times where motherfuckers was playing with me. Mm-hmm. You gotta let people know, like, I won some fights and I lost some fights. Mm-hmm. But I don't fight no more. Them bitches is getting popped. Pop, lock it, drop it.
He getting popped like, yo, man, what's
nah, like.
So hold on, I gotta stay focused. Okay, so I gotta really stay focused with you. So when did you like start containing that anger? Like
music.
Okay.
I don't put my hands on people no more. Mm-hmm. I put my hands in that pen. That's how I control my anger. That's how I control everything in my life, every emotion in my life, from sadness to happiness to frustration to aggravation. You ever heard of the boxers that beat on that thing? What's that called? They beat on?
Talking about the bag?
The bag.
I mean, I don't know the proper name.
That's how I feel. That's what music is to me. A punching bag.
Punching bag. Wow.
Everything I feel, it goes into music. Feel me? That's how I handle all of that. Like, I could bring up a situation. Some bitches came to my crib asking for a nigga named Beanie. It's 2023. Who the fuck? I don't know no nigga named Beanie. Mm-hmm. That was years ago. She came to my door asking for a nigga named Beanie. I wanted to f that bitch up. The old me would have knocked out. Dead serious.
Yo, this is a mixture of... this is a New York woman, right? Oh, my God. Yo. This is a New York woman. Yo, you just sound like a New York woman. Yo. But nah, I ain't going to interrupt you, bro. That's just like... I'm like experiencing a New York woman. Like, that shit is just crazy to me. Like, not crazy in a bad way, but it's just like it's real life. It's right in front of me. Like, she's like, yo, I went to beat that.
Yeah, but you know what? And you know what? Remember you asked, what changes from back then from now? Now I got a lot to lose. Mm. Nobody's worth... I worked so many years to be where I'm at. And where I'm at might not be the biggest, the best, but I worked, wherever this is, I worked hard to get here. Mm-hmm. I'm not about to end it all because of some fight. Yeah. Fuck you. You want to be the bigger person? I mean, no, you want to seem like the big guy and you want to make me seem like the bitch? Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Feel me? Because I'm going to win in the long run. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't about to be fighting nobody no more.
That's a smart move. Like you said, you got more to lose than a lot of people.
I feel like if I was to get into a fight, I'm going to jail. Mm. Whether I started the fight or not. They just going to lock my ass up. Feel me?
Why? To just kind of teach you a lesson, maybe? Why?
I just be feeling like that. Like, niggas just want to put me in.
No, I'm with you.
I'm a big woman. They probably want me out of here. I'm going to knock them bitches out. My bad, though.
Yo. Oh, my God. I was not ready for this, yo. I ain't knew you. You like, I watch all your other interviews. You had this mellow, chill energy to you. I'm like, yo, she wilding right now, man. But nah. So I'm glad you contained that anger. That's good. And you're now, you're soaring through life, happy, not getting in fights anymore. I hope not. Like you said, that girl pulled up on you and you handled it with grace. Mm-hmm. You might have cussed her out. You probably cussed her out, huh?
Yeah, sort of, kind of. I didn't want no problem for her.
Yeah.
Just go ahead about your day.
Yeah.
Let me live my life.
And this was over a man?
Some nigga named Beanie.
Yeah, no idea who he was.
I don't chitter chat with these people.
Yeah.
I'm in my business, but they want to come against me.
You think it was a planned thing?
Yeah, because you know what's funny?
Hold on, you gotta speak into the mic.
You know what's funny, right?
You talk like we I've known you for years. See, I just met you. You gotta think. See, you know what's funny?
What's funny is when I opened the door and they started talking, she was like, "Oh, you that girl that rap on TikTok." It was just sketchy, like from the jump. They had knives. She had a knife to my face, and I got the vid, bro. She had knives to my face, and mind you, they got me backed in a room, so I'm trying to handle the situation. Like, if I swing on that girl, there's another bitch right there. She's poking me. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to play this situation out. She was like, it's some nigga named Beanie, took her car, whatever. I don't even got my driver's license. So I'm like, I don't know nothing about that shit. But I was like, all right, since she's frustrated about a car, I said, all right, show me the car. And that was my way to get out that fucking room. You feel me? They had me backed in and shit. So we got out there, and then once we got out there, I said, put the knife down, let's fight. Word. All right. I knew she wasn't going to try to fight me. Because ain't nobody, she got a whole weapon. They didn't want to fight me. When I said that, she was like, why would I want to fight you? I don't want to fight you. So I said, so she ain't on that. Let me just leave it be. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Damn, New York love story. Wow. All right. So you're happy, you're living good. We don't care about that other stuff. Those are negative people trying to infiltrate. Yeah, that's all you got to see it as. When you go up, yeah, they're gonna send some people to come your way. So I told you I wanted to get into foster care, the record. It was a while ago, but I still think, I'm just getting to know you. So I love the messaging in there and the story. And that's one thing I do got to give you credit for. You do have a storyline to all your songs, and it's not just you're not wasting people. There's this quote where people be like, when you speak, don't waste waste your breath or waste air or something like that. I look at the OG because you might know better than I do, but you're not wasting a bar. Every bar means something. So in foster care, you mentioned your whole life changed when your mom passed away, and from my understanding, you were 16, right?
I was 12 years old.
12? Oh, my bad. 12. So describe how that changed your life.
Well, I was 12 years old when my mom died, and my mom was my everything. You feel me? My mom was my dad, my protector, my lover, everything. Like, she was everything. She made sure I was good. She was here for me. She was what I look up to. When you're growing up, your parent is really your idol, your inspiration. You feel me? And when I lost my mom, it was like I lost everything. You feel me? Like, I lost everything, bro. And I had to move in with my aunt. And it was just like hard because she got her own kids. You feel me? She raising her own kids. They calling her mommy. They got moms and dads. And I'm getting treated like shit. You feel me? I'm getting treated like I'm nothing. And that shit, I was a special kid. You feel me? My mom made me feel like a special kid. Like, I was her little star, her princess. You feel me? And it all went away. And I felt like, you know how Cinderella was treated when she was just treated like nothing? Like, that's how I felt. It was like a good world, and then it all got dark once she left. And I've been fighting, bro. Deep depression, deep agony, feeling like it's my fault that she's gone. Feeling like I'll never find a family, or it's just hard, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Now, she got in a car accident, right?
She got hit by a car.
Accident. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you remember how, or how the news was broken to you? Like, so remember where you were?
Yeah, so days was going by. Like, my mom had went with her sister, and they said that they was going to get tattoos or whatever. She was drunk when she left. And, days went by, like, day would go by, 2 days would go by, and they'd be like, yo, where's your mother? Like, where's Toya? Where's Toya? Because my mom's name is LaToya. But they'd be like, where's Toya? Where's Toya? And then like they was just looking for her, and then that's when like weeks would go by, and then it's like that's when they started to call the hospital, the precinct. And then one day they found out, like when they called and found out that my mom got hit by a car, and they had to cut my mom's leg off. Like that's how bad she got hit by a car. She was in the hospital. They said she was getting better. Like they said, she's getting better, she's healing. And then one day I'm sitting in a room and my grandma just starts screaming. And we like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And we found out she was gone.
Wow.
And now the reason I feel like it's my fault is because the last day I was supposed to see her was the day she died. The last day I was supposed to see her, I decided to hang out with my friends instead of being there for my mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the last chance I had to see her, they called, said she was gone. I always felt like if I would have stayed with her, I would have kept her living. Like it would have kept her strong, you know? Because I just felt like I could just give her hope just to keep going. And I wasn't there. So I felt like it was my fault.
Yeah. Now, you told this story multiple times, and I feel like a lot of a missing piece from this story that, I keep hearing, or at least maybe I just didn't hear it in none of the interviews that I watched. You never kind of explore your father. Was he around?
My father was the type of person that'll give you, like, my father was a give you money. He thought money could make up for his absence as a father. So every time he come, he African too. So he'd give us like gold quarters and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause he's
hold on. Cause I'm African. I ain't like
I'm
how
being
you said. I ain't like how you said that, yo.
No, I'm Nigerian.
I gotta rep my tribe, yo.
Yeah, but you know they be having gold quarters.
I ain't like how you came for our people like that, man. He African. What's up?
So he got gold quarters. He used to do the taxi. But he was always there. Like, my mom kept him there. When she was alive, she kept my father there. And then, like, when my mom died, wait, let me just say, he thought that.
Pull the mic.
My bad.
You can sit comfortably and just literally pull the mic closer. Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, my dad thought that money could make up for his absence, basically. So he'd come around, give my mom money, give us money, and just think that it would work. But he came around like after every 5 months or some shit. Like, you didn't see him a lot. You feel me? But that's something to do with their relationship. I was young, so I didn't really know too much. For me. And then after my mom died, that's when the conversation stopped. Like, you feel me? I would tell my aunt I wanted to see my dad and stuff like that, but shit wouldn't work out like that. Yeah. Like, she didn't want that. Feel me?
What about now? Do you have a relationship with him now?
I don't have a relationship with him no more. Ever since my mom died, we haven't since.
Wow. Yeah. Is that a conversation you'll be open to?
But my dad was like 40 something when I was like 12. So I'm like 22 now. Yeah. So I don't know how old that nigga. Wait, that's 10 years from now? So he like.
Don't ask me.
He's still alive. The last time I seen now that I remember, the last time I seen my dad was in the hospital. He was coughing up blood. That was after my mom died, though. Yeah, my mom died, and then I seen him again. He was in the hospital coughing up blood in the hospital, and I never seen him again.
Yeah. I'm only asking that because like similar situation. I'm sure every I don't want to put that on every black kid, but a lot of black kids grew up without a father. Now I grew up without a father too, single mother of 5. But people always, not people. I ask myself this all the time. Like, if my pops come around, like, am I open to that conversation? I'm 24. My pops, I don't actually know. I've never met him, so I don't know how old he is. But if he came around now, am I in that same mind state that I was when I was younger, where I was like, oh, where's my daddy? Where's my dad? Like, do I care to have a conversation? So that's why I'm asking you, like, if he were, if he came open and presented himself and wanted to have a conversation, like, is that something that you would see yourself?
My dad loved my life, right? He loved my life when I needed him the most. And he gonna come back now? You're not here for me. You probably here because you see me doing my thing. And you should have been here when I would needed you. And now you want to come back? I wouldn't take it. I mean, I would take it because I'm going to forgive you. But just because you forgive a person don't mean you need to let them back in your life. I forgive him, but how do I know his intentions is pure? How do I know he's here for me? He probably here because The media, you see somebody winning and you think they're a millionaire. You think they made it, they got money. You don't know. But who knows what he thinking? Oh, my daughter, she missed me. She need me. She gonna be happy if she see me. You should have been there for me when I needed you. Yeah. And not only me, I have siblings that you had kids with. Not had kids with, that sounds crazy. But that's your kids too. You left us. Don't come back.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Now, I respect that. I'm only asking that because, but you made a great point, though. That's something you said you don't know if he's coming back for you or because of this life that you're living now. That's interesting because he could be coming back for Scar and not, the actual you. So that there is a difference.
And I'm
now.
not gonna be here I'm not gonna test the waters to figure it out. If he can't, why he didn't come back before? Cause
maybe probably didn't find the motivation. As a
father,
yeah, go ahead.
As a father, what you need motivation to do to be there for your kid? You need somebody to amp you, to whisper in your ear to be there. You need somebody to make you consider that. That should be in your heart. If that wasn't in your heart before, knowing our mom was gone, I'm in the system. You ain't wondering about me. You're not checking to see. You don't care to see if I'm all right. I'm out there facing the world by myself, bro. You my dad. You're supposed to protect me. Where you at? You're not here. I had to protect myself. When my mom was gone, I had to protect myself, bro.
I agree with you, and I'm with you. An older figure in my life told me, our parents didn't have the tools that.
Fuck them tools.
Like they didn't. I mean, like they didn't understand. There's no rules how to parent. There's no book on how to be a parent. So they just didn't understand that shit or just didn't know what to do. So it's certain shit that they ran away from, but it's like, it's not their fault. I mean,
it ain't their
fault.
It
ain't partly.
But guess what? It ain't your fault you ran away, but don't come running back because a bitch doing what she need to do.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm so open to having that conversation. But you ain't getting none of my money. None of my, nothing. You want to be my father again? I've outgrown that. That I want a dad. Like, I've outgrown that. You feel me?
Yeah.
I did everything a father's supposed to do for me.
Wow.
You feel me? When my mom was gone at 12, what do you think happened after 12 years old? I'm 22 now. I got this far. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. Been through many traps, many snares. Me and God. Real shit. Me and him. Me and God.
Yeah.
Feel me? That's the best father I could ever have. Real shit. And there's people that helped me. You feel me? But he wasn't one of them.
Yeah. I love how you keep bringing up your relationship with God. I did say I wanted to get to it.
No, I just...
No. I want to know, like, was there any time during your journey that you, or throughout your journey, did you once question God? Like,
hell yeah, to today.
Okay. What does that conversation look like?
Like, how I am with people is how I am with God too. Like, when something don't go my way, I'm mad. Feel me? I'm questioning. Why does it go right? You said it was supposed to be this. So like, God, you said it was gonna be this. So why is this happening? But I just realized that, like, in life, like, whatever you wanna be and stuff, it's trials and tribulations. You feel me? So I'm gonna question things, but I know I'm gonna get through it though. Feel me?
I meant more so on, like, did you question his existence? Like, I remember.
Oh yeah, I used to, because what happens, right? Is people that like get. Sorry, I keep talking like we in a whole conversation.
It's all good. I'm with you.
What happens is people go through situations in life, and they make you think God don't exist. When you get abused, sexually abused, when you get abandoned, or you lose money, you get robbed, or something traumatic happen, you lose somebody, you'll be like, yo, how could a God exist when all of this evil was happening? Feel me?
Now, I feel you 100%. I went through that same thing. When my uncle passed away, that was the first time I ever questioned God. I remember I was on the phone with my homeboy. I'm like, nah, God can't be real. Like, was that kind of like the similar?
All the time.
And then how do you go back to that, to strengthen that faith? Like, how do you go back from, man, God can't be real, to, nah, man, God is?
Good question. Like, I don't know. I grew up in a church household. You feel me? So, like, things go wrong, but things go right. You feel me? So, like, when things go right, I'll be like, I knew that was him. You feel me? So it's just, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I wanna read something. I was watching when I don't know why, when I was preparing for this interview, I watched Oprah Super Soul Conversation. Oprah is like one of my favorite media person or people. So when I was prepping for this interview, I watched Oprah Super Soul Conversation, and she had a young lady on her one of her episodes, and the lady said this, and I kind of want to read it to you and just kind of get your perspective on it. But she said she believes that every woman has experienced abuse in some kind of way. Like, do you how accurate do you think that statement is?
100%.
Yeah.
Everybody, not even women. I think everybody experienced 100%. Everybody experienced abuse. There's nobody that hasn't, whether it don't got to be physical abuse. It could be mental abuse. You feel me? It could be drug abuse. It's all type of abuses. Nobody had, bro, that's life, bro. Everybody has some type of abuse, bro. I know that 100%. Everybody in this room went through some type of abuse.
Yeah.
Physical, mental, whatever. Drug. I believe that. Every woman has, yeah.
Now you shared your experience, but did anything happen prior to excuse me. Excuse me. Did anything happen prior to, when that moment where you move in with your aunt? Did you have any did you share any abuse in when you were staying with your mom? Like, as far as, like you said, people go through emotional abuse. It doesn't have to be physical, but you said people go through emotional abuse, drug abuse. I know you were young at the time, but did anything happen prior to moving in with your aunt?
No.
Like, so you can say, you can like confidently say life was good for you at that
I feel
time.
as though life was good. Like, it wasn't, not everything's perfect. You
Of
feel me?
course, yeah.
But as far as like the crazy shit that came with my aunt, no. It wasn't that type of abuse. No abuse. You get pop-ins, that's normal, you know what I mean? Like, you get disciplined. Like, it wasn't no like extreme, you know?
Yeah. And with living with your aunt, like, when did you learn to be okay with the victim side of the story? Like, or are you haven't been able to really experience that yet? Like, what I mean by that is, I think a lot of the times, we start, like, when you're a victim of something, um, you make excuses for
the person.
Yeah, instead of like really being okay with the fact that you were a victim.
Listen, I'm the type of person, and I'm gonna answer the question with this. Like, I lost my mom, and I didn't have nobody. Mind you, I didn't have my father. She was my family. They was my family. So that was happening, but I'm young, and I'm like, this is my family. Like, I need them. You feel me? In your mind, all you thinking is you need these people, or you're gonna be on your own. Feel me? And it was a time when when I went to foster care and I went back home. And when I was in foster care and I went and she called me and I went back home. And my caseworker didn't want me to go home because she said, don't go back there. But in my mind was, that's my family. You feel me? So I'm going to go back because that was my family. I'm now, like, after that, bro, I'm now knowing, like, ain't no excuses for these people. Feel me? That's not my family. Family don't do that, bro. Feel what I'm saying? That's not my family, bro. But at the time, I was young, so I'm thinking, like, I need them. This is my family. You know what I mean? And there was times I thought it was my fault a lot. Feel me? Because they'll be like, you're disrespectful, you're this, you're that. So I'm thinking, like, yo, it's because I'm disrespectful. It's because I'm this. Because I fight. It's because I'm this. Feel me? I'm fighting. I'm getting suspended from school. Like, this is my fault. Feel me? They right about this. But they're not right about that. Feel what I'm saying? They're not right about that. But at the time, you're young, so you're thinking, whatever they say, because they're older than you.
Oh, yeah.
It's right.
Yeah.
But it's not. They're wicked. They're evil people. And they used that, they took advantage of the fact that, of my situation, they took advantage of that. Feel what I'm saying?
I want to, like, what's been the most difficult decision you had to make on your journey so far? Like, just, and whether that's life or your music journey, like, what's been the most difficult decision you think you had to make?
Music.
Well, explain more.
Yo, even walking away from my family is not as the difficult situations I have to do with this music shit. I feel like that because I see my music as everything, right? My music is number one to me, feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was hard. It was difficult to accept that I had to leave the past alone. But this is more of difficult for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt. And it's every day you dedicated to this. There's a lot of stress with this music, you know? It's every day you dedicated to this. Feel me? And it's different trials on each. It was a trial getting to New York today. You feel me? That shit's stressful. Imagine that like 5 times a week. That's going to outweigh all the past shit. Feel me? Fuck the past. This is difficult. But I'm getting blessings with it. Like, I'm getting rich off this shit. So this is more like, feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of risk with this too.
Yeah.
It was a lot of risk with my family, but this is more risk. It's more. I feel like this is really, like, I don't know.
No, I think I understand what you're saying. Now, speaking of getting a lot of blessings off this music, one thing that I noticed is a lot of huge cosigns. I mean, even first early on the Boozy cosign, but you know, recently the
Boozy cosign was like 3 months ago.
I mean, wow, 3 months seemed like a long time.
Like 4 to 3 months, right?
That's right here. It's longer than that, right? Yeah, I'm like
6 months.
But yeah, the Boozy cosign, you know, Shaq recently. I work at the Breakfast Club, so the Envy one I saw, you know, Envy, that was pretty dope. But talk about that, man. Like, does that, like, when you see those type of things, like, are you the type of person that like start extremely getting excited, or is it still like, it's like, you know,
man, when I see those posts, my mind goes crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I start losing it. Like, I'm off some type of drug. Because these is the people we watched when we was younger. You understand? We listened to the Breakfast Club when we go into school, when we go into work. Feel me? Like, all of those legends that posted me is like, yo, this is surreal, bro. Like, this is crazy. Feel me? It make you go crazy.
Wow.
Make you lose your mind.
Yeah.
I be losing my mind.
That's interesting, though. Like, people always say when you get to the end zone, act like you've been there before. So I feel like you're in the end zone right now, right? So that's why I asked that. Like, do you get that excited feeling where you're like, oh, or do you get that, you know, no, I'm going to act like I've been here before. Like,
I get that childlike.
Yeah.
You know, childlike.
I mean, yeah.
Childlike traits. Man, I'm like, I get excited.
Yeah.
Lose my mind. DJ Envy.
Yeah. Now Envy's actually, I don't know if is he gonna be in tomorrow. If he's gonna be in them, I wanted to tell him that I was gonna do this interview with you.
You should have.
But it slipped my mind. Like, I should have told him today.
He would have been like, "Oh, let me go."
I don't know if
I hope so.
Hey, hopefully one day you'll get your Breakfast Club interview.
Hopefully.
You know, that'll be dope.
Hopefully.
That'll be
That's
dope.
happening.
Hey, that'll be dope.
I will be at the Breakfast Club this year, 2023.
Hey, man, you did No Jumper, you did. Man, anything, honestly, this life that we're living, I really strongly believe that as long as you put in the work, anything, when I say anything is possible, anything is possible.
I put in the work.
Yeah.
The work. That No Jumper shit, that was years of hard work, bro.
That's facts. No, I'm with you.
Imagine, yo, it's been like 4, 5 years. And I'm finally on No Jumper. Finally sitting with you. Finally, DJ Envy, the legend.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Posted me.
Which one? All right, let's start.
Come on.
Let's start.
Come on.
I love Envy, but let's start some shit real quick. Like, which one felt more like, damn, to you? Like Envy, Boozy, or I know you said Boozy's one of your favorites.
Yo, it's
right?
like the same feeling. It just increases. It's like it happens once, and it's like the same feeling. It just increases. It's like the same hit. You know what I mean?
So none felt like, God damn, this person was close to me.
DJ Envy felt like in the music world, God damn.
Really?
Yeah, Boosie. You know when you grow up listening to an artist?
Yeah.
Yo, that motherfucker. And then it's like Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal.
That was hard, huh?
That was some hard shit.
Yeah.
You know I made a song for Shaq too, right?
Really?
He sent me a beat and he told me to make the song for him. and I sent it to him.
Can you say that? Can she say that? I don't know.
I think I could say that.
Can you say that?
Yeah.
Because I know there's certain like...
Me and Shaq gonna be doing business.
With these... with these things, I don't know how it works. I know there's certain things that until, you gotta... So as long as... All right, we can talk about it. So what happened past that? Like when an incident like that happened, I know first with the Boosie situation, did a conversation happen between y'all? Like,
you know what? We didn't. I'm gonna be real, because some people be lying. When Boosie shouted me out, there was no conversation. But you know what? That was enough for me.
It was enough, yeah.
I'm grateful with just that. That little bit, that little sprinkle he did, that helped me in a big way. They need to understand, when a freaking legend just likes your shit, that helps you. Like, that shit increased my career, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Him just liking it, him just reposting me.
Nah, I know.
That did he don't even need to call me. Thank you, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what about well, obviously you and Shaq, you just said a conversation happened. Like, what was it initiated like by you? Like, did you was like, yo, appreciate you posting me? Like, what was that? You don't have to go in detail with the conversation. That's your personal conversation. But like,
so Shaq, like what I seen is what you get. What I showed y'all is what you get.
That's what happened?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Cool. Well, I'm happy for you, man. I feel like a lot of those things just take time. Like, and I think that's what a lot of people are noticing. It's not happened overnight. Like, what you're finding, the success that you're finding is like, this is something that you've been doing for a minute. If people can go back, they can see that, because you're on the internet, so you can see the work you put in. So I think, a lot of times when people look at all the good things that are happening to a certain person, they're like, oh man, she's just lucky, she this and that. But it's like, no,
I'm not lucky.
It was a portion of hard work that was put into it. So
I got lucky a few times, but I'm not lucky.
I do believe it. I do believe this business is a mixture of some luck.
Luck?
Yeah.
Man, that shit was not no luck. That was hard work, dedication. That was not no luck. Niggas ain't just looking around giving me flowers.
Yeah.
That's you worked this amount of years, and now somebody finally seen you. Good job on that. Can you keep it up?
Well, that speaks to the skill too. Like, I agree with you. That's not luck. That's, you've profound your skill so well that people are like they have to pay attention when they...
You gotta force these niggas to pay attention to you. You gotta force them to.
Yeah. I read, when I was reading what New York City sound like, I was reading the comments on the Shaq post that they posted, and under the comments, somebody said, congratulations to her. One of my questions is like, how did she market herself so well? Because I saw her everywhere. So like, how did you market yourself?
I didn't. No PR, no market. That shit was organic. Nobody would believe that, but I just posted this shit and it did what it did.
It was like no plan. He just kind of did it. Yeah.
It was just the instinct, like, yo, let me just do this shit. That shit surprised me. It didn't surprise my manager though. My manager, he's like a freaking force seer or something. He'll say something to happen, and then next thing you know, boom, that shit just happens.
Yeah.
Like,
you know why I want to push back and feel like certain things was a little planned. Like on your No Jumper interview, you said things like, when you were talking about why you did the kind of freestyle that you did is because you knew it was gonna get people's attention.
Yeah.
I feel like that was kind of calculated. Like you knew if I start rapping, everybody's rapping. So if I do this, no one's gonna pay attention. But if I add a little, like if I add the food to it, people will be like, oh, this is unique. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah,
so that was a little planning, right?
Yeah, that was planned. I thought you meant, like, when you asked that question, I thought you meant, like, did I plan it, like, marketed myself, like, paid people and shit like that. Like, that's what I mean. It was organic. Yeah, I think that before you do anything, you have to have a plan with something. So, like, I agree, you're right. Like, I planned this to be the song of New York City. So that's why I dropped it. So you're right. And it is going to be the song for New York.
Yeah. I'm happy for you, man. Anything else before I let you get out of here? I don't want to kill too much of your time, but is there, let me see. Yeah, I pretty much got over. Yeah, I pretty much got through what I wanted to talk about. Anything else?
Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at @scar_lip. Don't worry about my nails. I took it off, so don't be talking smack.
Yeah, who's you fighting? Why you?
Yeah.
Who was you fighting before you got here? Yo, he was fighting these New York streets.
And thank you so much for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Nah. I was listening. I played my my home. So I'm not from New York. I'm from Minnesota. But so when I hear certain things, I like to throw it to my people back home. So I was sending. I think one of my friends, before I even knew who you were, one of my friends sent me one of your TikTok. Not TikTok. It was an Instagram video they sent me, and you had the noodles.
Ramen.
Yeah, the ramen noodles. Someone had sent it to me, and it was like, yo, my homeboy Roy was like, yo, you in New York, bro? This girl's hard. And I played it, and I was like, oh shit, she's tough. And then I went about my day. But then it came around again. I'm in this group chat with some of the content creators in New York. And, a couple of your videos were sent there. People were like, oh, she's hard. And I'm like, damn, yeah, she's actually hard. So I'm like, all right. So, when people start saying it, you got to pay attention to it now. It's like, you got to pay attention. So, congratulations to you, man. It's nothing I'm doing. It's what you're doing. So,
thank you.
Congratulations to you. Y'all make sure this is my camera. I'm bugging. Y'all make sure y'all follow her on all social media. Tap in with her. You said Scar_lip?
Scar_lip, y'all.
And this will be out after the single drop. So promote it like it's out right now. Promote the single like it's out right now.
Make sure y'all listen to my new song, This Is New York. Feel me? Coming straight out the Bronx.
Mm-hmm. Actually, talk more. Let's do that. Let's talk more about it. So what? This is New York. What? Obviously, I kind of get what you're trying to say. You're saying
this is New York.
New York, right?
What I mean by that is to get the fuck out of New York with that silly shit. That's not New York. This is New York. You understand what I'm saying?
What silly shit?
So when I'm saying this is New York, I'm sending shots at all you motherfuckers that think y'all from New York and think y'all is New York. That's not New York. We not fucking with that shit. Get the fuck out. We not with none of that bullshit y'all on. This is New York. Feel what I'm saying?
What's New York to you? Describe New York. What's this though? I'm not for a nigga who's not from New York. Describe New York. What's New York to you? What is that gritty?
That gritty.
Yeah. What is
aggression?
Yeah, y'all are aggressive.
We don't say good morning to y'all niggas.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We don't stare too much. We don't talk too much. We get to that bag.
Yeah.
This is New York.
Yeah. Pray for New Yorkers, man.
Pray for New York.
I'm just playing. All right. That's it. We good?
That's it.
Good? All right, y'all. It's Cam Capone News. The boy. All right. We'll see y'all, man. Peace.